feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Back with the leaders then. It is Veda Pratama, the 54. The dynamic duo in front. White as a sheep there in practice on Friday. Obviously not well at all. It is Hakim Danish. They're very much in this hunt.
She's only 7/10 off Lucas Brown, but still feeling this up. He will certainly be offered some place in the Motor 3 World Championship next.
He'll win this race.
Totally. There is Alejandra Fernandez to sort of prove a point. They won't be racing together after this year for some time. You
do the right-hander at the end of the start and finish straight there. He's obviously pushing very hard again, but he's determined, so determined, you know.
I think, and having a much better run of it this year, find his form.
Angry and frustrated yesterday when it didn't work out.
That'll be the key. So yeah, well done for him for getting it done. So he's just on the back.
That Andrew Piqueras is running away with the cup. He believes
yes, he's going to do it now, but he cannot touch the green, Peter. That's the key, and it's always very dirty. Gone all weekend long here in race 2,
and it really is a personal thing between. Will Benyat Fernandez do his long lap
to Carlos Tatai back in 2019? So we're hitting that
for that long lap penalty. He's coming down to the section now at the.
Well then, we're in the 144's victory as well.
Yeah, and there's the number 7. He's certainly...
Isn't he, after that 5th yesterday?
Yeah, superb stuff. He's a real fighter, isn't he?
Lost him and another rider their race yesterday. So...
He hit 206 kilometres an hour. Superb stuff.
Got to give a shout out as well to Christian Daniel Jr. just off the back of this group.
So we're coming on to now. There's 3 fastest parts of the circuit.
Wow, he goes from 5th to 2nd. Goodness me.
He's got to get the high corner speed. And we'll see how this plays out. Ega Pratama that leading. He's been unable to break away. As I said, he was thinking of dive in, do a tight line, turn, squirt it out more.
3 laps to actually complete it. Otherwise, they are failing to comply on the
front. And whereas, you know, this way...
Yellow boards as they cross the start and finish day, which say long lap penalty number 7, ill longer.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, that does allow him to, in theory... The lights on his screen and on the boards that he's being shown at the start.
Just coming through. Oh, that was a big mistake for Kilos there, running wide and beyond track.
And he's only got a few laps to do that.
Wow, look at that though, proper fanning out again. This long lap penalty for Benyat Fernandez, failure to comply with
And superb to see her actually finish the race yesterday. Okay, so 83 of course is Alvaro Carpe, then the
rough as old boots.
Yeah, the poor girl is really...
So this will mean a lot, this race.
It will indeed. And there is the 13 you said.
Running around at the moment in 22nd. I'd say, given their age difference, Piqueras, well, if he wraps it back on terms,
it is possible with 6 laps to go that he can still to beat his arch rival here today. It's very much a grudge match.
Yeah,
a nasty bobble for Benyat Fernandez as he went into. He made the mistake after, of course, stalling on the line.
This group, that's the number 24, Guillaume Plomb, who's another rider, backed for a 3rd year.
He's a quicker rider, and he's so determined to show it. He was so upset and anti
there as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
very.
Did he touch the green? He
Kios and Piquets. At least for Kios, you know, he is so frustrated with the fact penalty now.
Let's see. He's going wide. Plays very, very hard indeed. It may be greasy out there, but these guys are going faster than the
end of the lap. So it still is the 54 Veda Pratama that leads,
then Peter, which will bring them in line with the all-time lap record. Still belong.
Not you know, relaxing, not easing off at the moment, and let's see whether he does go. You know, you always see the best of him on race day.
Yeah, really good job from him to be back up and fighting for this. Really doing his home country proud here today. Then, so he really, it's a tall order to regroup after a mistake that...
Yeah, including this run back towards the start and the finish, where
that was brilliant.
Yeah, he really slid it in there, didn't he? Yeah, absolutely. Right, so through these 2 rights, of making perhaps some change to the motorcycle.
Dinesh in a 2nd place.
But Andrew needs to get the good drive from...
Get given another one.
Right, okay, so now we have...
Pirelli's still clinging on though. He properly fell back yesterday. The number 24, Guillaume Plomb, who's another rider, backed for a 3rd year, I think.
But he manages to hold on to it.
There as as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
very.
did he touch the green? He that big mistake for Kilos there, running wide and beyond track limits. He's really going to sacrifice the
Penalty now.
Let's see. He's going wide.
Yes.
Wow, look at that though. Proper fanning out again. The slipstream effect really coming into it.
End of the lap. So it still is the 54 Veda Pratama that leads. So Maximo, you know, relaxing, not easing off at the moment, and let's see whether he does go for that long. This is Alvaro Carpe. Then the dynamic.
Really good job from him to be back up and fighting for this victory.
Will indeed. And there is the 13 you said as Hakim Danish.
So he really, it's a tall order to regroup after a mistake that cost Piqueras. Well, if he wraps this up, he will certainly be.
Yeah, he really slid it in there, didn't he? Yeah, absolutely super. It's very much a grudge match.
Yeah, just to sort of prove a point. There won't be race.
Perhaps some change to the motorcycle.
Oh, Dinesh in a second place. Wow.
Yeah, after, of course, stalling on the line. But he's determined.
Another one.
Right, okay, so now we have Veda Pratama that's so determined to show it. He was so upset and angry and frustrated. Yeah,
up on his dash, he cannot miss it, which is why they get 3 laps.
For Kiers, you know, he is so frustrated with the fact that
there is a big neon yellow, there's 2 in fact, big neon yellow. Maybe greasy out there, but these guys are going faster than they've gone all weekend long here.
Notice of his of the screen in front of him is of the
line with the all-time lap record still belongs to Carlos Tatai back in 20
for the race too, but he's now got to do a long lap penalty, and he's stayed. Yeah.
It's not the end of the world if you don't win a race, because you're doing really doing his home country proud here today, isn't he, after that 5th yesterday. Good riding etiquette at this age, don't you? I mean, obviously it's the most important.
Towards the start and finish, where they hit 206.
She's only 7/10 off Lucas Brown, but still feeling...
Right, so through these 2 rights, we're coming on to...
Totally. There is Alejandra Fernandez. Really good sign of progression for the Argentinian.
The 12 of Jacob Rawhander at the end of the start and finish straight there. He's obviously pushing very hard to get back on
through the pack, even before his crash down at Distrubant. Lincoln having a much better run of it this year, find his form.
Superb stuff.
Good, that'll be the key, so yeah, well done for him for getting it done. So he's just off the back of this group, that's his driving line through the GT chicane. He's going to do it now, but he cannot touch the green, Peter. That's the key, and it's always very dirty. Its own there, with all the riders just coming through. Oh, that was a...
Well, will Benyat Fernandez do his long lap? Kiers needs to keep the speed up. Long lap penalties coming down to the section now at the end of the duo in front.
Green as well.
Yeah, and there's the number 7. He's certainly not there very much in this hunt. 83, of course.
Him and another rider their race yesterday. So, yeah, offered some place in the Moto3 World Championship next year. So this will mean a lot, this race. Got to give a shout out as well to Christian.